Hello, everybody. There's those big babies. Can you see their little tails? They're starting to get their feathers. I took them outside a while ago. I have a cage that I thought they were big enough not to get out of. Well, I was wrong. They almost escaped. Not that they were wanting to go very far, but it's the time of day where I let everybody else free range. And between turkeys and other ducks and chickens that were very curious, I scooped them up really quick and brought them back in the house. So I didn't get any video of that. I need to figure out some other way to get them outside for a minute. And I will. I need to get some wire together, and it takes a bit. Today was such a nice day. 70-something degrees. It was great. Is great, I guess. And here I am in here messing with these ducks. Believe it or not, they have been in here exactly 10 minutes on brand new paper, brand new bedding, and clean feed, clean water, and this is the mess they've made already. They really need to be outside. I thought maybe I would, I don't know if you've watched all the videos from the beginning of all this, but I thought I'd let you watch them play while I kind of told you how we did this and what we did. On the 23rd of February, which was my husband and I's anniversary. Bill and I were married 25 years. And he asked me what I wanted, and I wanted an incubator. I think he thought he was getting off pretty good there. Maybe not. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Anyway, I put... First of all, I gathered the eggs, and duck eggs are a little different than others. You have to keep them moist. So I put them in a tray with some Excelsior. You can use pine shavings or anything that you've wetted down to collect your eggs on. You want to keep them moist because ducks are water birds. You just got to remember at all times that they're ducks. So the mama's going to be wet when she's laying the eggs and all that. So you keep the eggs warm. Not warm, but wet. I'm sorry. So I started collecting eggs, and on the 23rd, I put 16 eggs in there. But winking and blinking, my drake is Nod, and my hens were winking and blinking. Winking has since passed away. That's a whole nother story. I'm not even going to go there because it makes me sad. Anyway, for the day after, I put 16 eggs in there. And then on the 24th of February, I got 1 egg. And then on the 24th, I got another egg. And then on the 25th, I got 2. Which was really cool because I knew that both Winkin' and Blinkin' were had laid those eggs. And then I put 2 more in there on the 26th. And so on the 4th day, I had 21 eggs in the incubator. I do not recommend ever doing that because it makes your hatch go out too long. Put all the eggs you want to incubate in at one time. That way you don't have such issues that I had. Anyway, every day you have to cool the eggs off after you put them in the incubator. So I was doing that. I was taking the eggs out, spraying them down with just a spray bottle of water, and keeping them cool, or cooling them off, and then putting them back in the incubator. They incubate at 99 and 100 degrees at 55 to 65% humidity because they're ducks. And the mama duck, she will get on the nest and off the nest. And when she gets off the nest, she's going to be eating, she's going to be swimming. If you'll notice, they get their little craws full and crops full, And then they're going to all get over there and preen and go to sleep, because that's what babies do. So anyway, on the 4th of March, I candled them for the first time. And it was amazing. You could see the spider veins starting, the little dot of the embryo starting. It was just an amazing experience. And if you don't believe in God, if you hatch eggs and see that whole process, it's very, I don't know. It was a God moment for me. Anyway, I really didn't know what I was seeing that first time I was candling. I could see the spider veining, not in all of them at that time. That was at 10 days when I candled them the first time. And anyway, so, and all this time, we're cooling the eggs every day. And then on the 15th day, which was the 9th of March, I could see them moving in the shells. It was amazing to see this little baby obviously moving around in there. I could see their little feet when they would stretch their little feet out. I could see the outline of their little beaks when they moved their little heads around. It was amazing to watch that. But not all of them were doing that. And then on the 17th day, which was the 11th of March, there was 16 of them I could see moving babies in, and 5 of them I couldn't see. I couldn't tell what was going on in there. And then on the 20th day, the 14th of March, I pretty was sure that 2 of them were not fertilized or they were not developing anything. So, but I kept them in there because I really wasn't sure if they were just late or something. Now, I did mark all the eggs, so I was kind of reasonably sure that those 2 were not going to be any good. So we had 19 at that point that were completely viable, moving babies. And then on the 23rd day, I went ahead and removed those 2 eggs that never did develop. I knew they wouldn't. And remember, through all of this process, every day I was taking them out, laying them in a cool tray of Excelsior, and spraying them with water and cooling them down and putting them back. And then on the 19th of March, which was their 25th day, I took them off the turner and they went into lockdown. And then because I was watching for pipping and all of that, I didn't get much sleep until they were all hatched. On the 26th and the 27th day, I could see pipping starting. They were doing their thing. And then on the 28th day, I was starting to get babies. On the March 23rd, I got my first chick, which was number 10 egg, and that's the one you see with the little green dot on his head. She, he, whatever it is. That was my first chick that was hatched. And then, and you have to understand that through all of this, I was not sleeping. I was dozing in my chair and I was in labor. And by the time it was all done, I felt like I had been, because I did not sleep for 4 days. And then finally, on Thursday, March 26th, the last 2 were hatched, and I was so glad. And if you see those 2 smallest ones, those were the last 2 to hatch. But they're doing great. All of them are doing great. It has really been a fun thing to do. I don't know that I would recommend it to just anybody, but I'm going to start seed in the greenhouse tomorrow. And I don't know, would you guys like to see how that all works out? I might take some videos of doing that. I really like playing around in the greenhouse. Flowers and fowl, I guess. Well, I hope you've enjoyed them eating and drinking, and our journey's not done. As you can tell, they're growing very fast. They've already, let me see if I can get a little closer. You'll just have to excuse the poop. But do you see their little tails are changing? Yeah. Well, they're getting their little feathers in. And that's where they're going to start, is on their wings. And you can kind of tell their wings are changing too. Yeah, because you're getting bigger. You can see little pin feathers starting. Little girls will hold their tails down, and little boys will hold their tails up. Now, they are kind of little right now to be able to tell that, but I'm kind of getting my suspicions on some of them. And then when they get their, right now they're still peeping, peep, 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 but their quack will change. When they start quacking, the boys and girls will sound different. He's got a raspier quack than she does. She has a pronounced, what you would duck, quack, 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 loud. She's very loud, and he'll be more subdued about his quacking. Well, guys, I've really enjoyed this journey, and I hope you have too. And as I said, we're not done. They're going to get bigger, and we're going to go out and swim, and I'm going to figure out how to get them outside so you'll be able to see. I'm going to hold this in there. I want to see what they do. They might get close and give you some bird's eye views. Looky there, baby. Say hi to the people. Hi. Yeah, say hi. No, don't peck it. Don't peck at it.